Now let's talk about the great game that we love. What an exciting week. Let's talk football, people. First off, the FA Cup, and a shocker happened. Man United beat Man City 2-1 in an intriguing game of football. To be honest, I did not see Man United winning that game, but they shocked all of us. They went into the game and they did their job. Going into the game in proper, I have to commend Man United for the way they played. They were able to sit back, soak in pressure, and at the same time counter on the play. It was beautiful the way Bruno Fernandes in himself conducted the midfield. I believe that of all the midfielders, he was the best. The likes of KBD, the likes of Rodri, for the first time in a long time, were literally outplayed in the midfield. I have never seen such a thing happen before, but it did happen. And Man United won that game with goals from Garnacho and Kobe Mainoo. Talking about the first goal, it is fair to ask what Guavio was thinking and what the keeper as well was thinking. The keeper rushing out of his line, Guavio basically nodding the ball. Now, would we say that would blame the keeper for rushing out? I can't say I'll blame the keeper for rushing out, but then I think he went too early. He wouldn't have rushed out the way he did. Guavio nods the ball, keeper is out of line. Garnacho gets it, he gets the goal. But then we look at the fact that Man United held their own against City. How well did they hold their own against City? They made sure that they were not allowing them to play. And every time City tried to play from the back, it was a case of Man United constantly pressing them and they were losing the ball. Kudos to Manchester United. I've got nothing but respect for them. Second goal from Kobe Mainoo, another wonderful pass from Bruno Fernandes. Look, Bruno Fernandes was the man of the match for me. It was a good performance from Man United. Only problem is, Erik ten Hag will leave the club, and that's a major issue. The fact that, forgetting that they won the game, Erik ten Hag will not be staying at the club. Man United has said they want to sack Erik ten Hag, and most likely it's going to happen. They are going to sack Erik ten Hag. So we are not going to see Erik ten Hag next season. But the big question now is, who is Man United intending to bring in? As of now, we have no names that we can call and say, okay, Man United is going to bring in this or bring in that. We don't know. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, yesterday was the end of the La Liga season with the big teams coming out tops. Madrid doing well, Barcelona doing well, winning 2-1. Xavi's last game in charge. Such a pity that Xavi is leaving the club. Yeah, here are the results of all the games that went down in La Liga. It's a pity to see Xavi go. But then we have to talk about the new club, Hansi Flick. Now, as we know, Hansi Flick is a really good coach. We can't deny that. A Champions League winner with Bayern Munich. A coach with a track record of winning. Although he didn't do too well with Germany's first team. Well, I believe the Germany experience was a torrid one for him. But coming in as Barcelona's new manager, I'm really happy. I'm really happy because he brings in a new dynamic to the game. Although tiki-taka will surely die off because Hansi Flick does not play tiki-taka football. So Barcelona fans, welcome to a new era of football where you're not playing tiki-taka. This might actually be the era where the John Cruyff, his football ends, because as it is, we are not expecting the tiki-taka from Flick. But what can we expect from him? We are expecting high-intensity football, players attacking, players coming in to defend, high-pressure marking. It's what Barcelona need at this point in time. Can he save Barcelona come next season? With the likeness of Mbappe joining Real Madrid, it is fair to ask this question. Can Hansi Flick save Barcelona next season from the onslaught of Real Madrid? I believe he can. I believe he will. It's not going to be an easy thing per se because we're talking Real Madrid here. And we all know they are a really dominant club. They keep bringing in the players. There is nobody Real Madrid wants that they can actually get. So it's going to be difficult for Barcelona, but it's not still impossible with Hansi Flick. A good signing for us. Moving on. Bayern Munich has confirmed that Kompany will be the coach come next season. It is perplexing to me, to say the least. I did not see this coming, that they would actually go forward with the Kompany thing. Yes, they say they want to sign Kompany, but having Kompany as the coach, that's a lot, man. I'm not very comfortable with the fact that Kompany is the coach come next season. I'm not saying that he can't do well, but he does not have a track record of success in the bigger leagues. Yes, he got Burnley out of the Championship and brought them into the Premier League. But look at his performances. Burnley lost games on games on games, went on being relegated as they came back into the Premier League. It's not something that I would say, oh, this is the best course of action to take. But Bayern Munich have made up their mind, and come next season, we'll be having company as their coach. But then moving on to Juve, I did tell you guys that Allegri was sacked, and now they have gone on to sign Thiago Motta. I don't understand this thing with getting the 40 years olds to do the coaching job. I feel everyone is like, since Xabi Alonso can do it, any coach can do it. Is that how it really works? Only time will tell. But yes, Thiago Motta is now the new coach of Juventus. A really good thing for him because he did well with Bologna. A lot of people didn't see him doing well, taking them to as far as the Champions League. He did well with Bologna. So yeah, I'm not surprised that Juve went for him. I would love to see how well his career goes. Since he took over at Bologna, he has done nothing but an incredible job with the club. A club that was almost relegated, I think, 2 seasons ago. They came back strong. They started doing great things. And now, as it is, there's a high chance that, look, with Thiago gone, they might just go back to where they came from. But now, it will help Juve as a team because they have a better coach. But then we go to the biggest topic of the day, the Euros and the squad list that has been related for the Euros from several teams. And we will be starting off from the host, Germany, and they have released a supplementary squad. And so far, so good. Here's what we know. The goalkeepers, Oliver Bony, Alex Newby from Stuttgart, Manuel Neuer, Mark ter Stegen. In the defense, we have Walden Anton, Benjamin Hendricks of Leipzig, Josh Kimmich, Robin Koch, Maximilian Mestati, if I pronounce that well, David Rom, Anthony Rudiger, Nicolas Schotterbeck, and Jonathan Tah. I am not seeing Matt Hummels in this. I am not seeing Matt Hummels in this backline, and I will not lie. It's a shocking backline to say the least. Without Matt Hummels, who we all know is having an incredible season with Dortmund, currently at the finals of the Champions League. Why Nagelsmann is not calling Matt Hummels, I do not know. I cannot say, but well, he's the coach. He knows what he's doing. But then moving on to the midfield, we have Robert Andrich, Chris Froch of Stuttgart, Pascal Gross of Brighton. I didn't even know that Pascal Gross was from Germany. I did not know that, to be honest. We have Pascal Gross, we have Ilkay Gundogan, Toni Kroos, Jamal Musiala, Alexander Pelovic of Bayern, Leroy Sané, and Florian Wirtz. There is no Brandt in this squad. There's no Julian Brandt in this squad. I am quite surprised. I don't understand what is going on, but it's fine. For the attack, we have Maxime Belair, Nicolas Furuk. The guy has had an incredible season. Not surprised. Kai Havertz as forward. Okay. Kai Havertz, Thomas Muller, Dennis Undav. Well, Germany has named their squad. Who am I to say anything less than what Germany has named? They know what they are doing, but I feel that Matt Hummels and Julian Brandt should be part of this squad. They've had an incredible season with Dortmund. Being at the Champions League final, you would expect that they would be in the squad come the Euros, but they are not there. But then we move on to Spain and their preliminary squad. They have Unai Simons, David Raya, Alex Romero. Most likely, I believe from this squad, we will be having Unai Simons mostly in goal because I don't see David Raya over Unai Simons. In the defense, we have Dani Carvajal, Jesus Navas, Emerick Laporte, Robben Lanormand of Real Sociedad, Nacho of Madrid, David Vivian of Atletico Bilbao. That guy has had an incredible season as well. He's been one of the top-notch defenders at Atletico Bilbao. We have Paul Cabrisi of Barcelona. That was a really shocking one. I did not see that coming, but the boy has also been impressive, although I feel that maybe this call-up was just a little bit too early. We have Alejandro Grimaldo. That's well deserved. And Marcos Cucurella. Most likely he's not starting over Grimaldo. So let's see how that goes. In the midfield, we have Rodri, Martin Zubendi, Fabian Ruiz, Mike Moreno, Marcos Llorente, Pedri, Alex Garcia, Alex Baena, Felipe Lopez. And in the forward, we have Alvaro Morata, Joselu. Man is making big things. We have Mike Ozaba, we have Dani Olmo, we have Fernan Torres, Nico Williams, Yamin Lamar, and Ayoze Perez. Ayoze Perez was another shocking call-up. I did not see Ayoze Perez in the list, but somehow he ended up making the list. But do I think that this Spanish team is strong enough to compete at the top level? That's a tough one. I don't see them winning the Euros with this squad. I don't know why, but I don't see them winning the Euros. Yes, they have shown that they can do it, but I don't know. I don't see them winning the Euros. Qualifying for the Euros was not so easy for them too, but who knows? Who knows? Let's see how it goes. And then we move into the squad that everyone has been talking about. England squad. As we all know, there is no Marcus Rashford. There is no Marcus Rashford. So let's get into the squad. We have Jordan Pickford, Dean Henderson of Crystal Palace, Aaron Ramsdale, and James Stratford. Defense, we have Gerard Brathwaite, Lewis Dunk, Joe Gomez, Mark Guian, Eric Quansah, Harry Maguire, Gerard Quansah, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, and Kai Walker. In the midfield, we have Trent Arnold. Trent Arnold has been pushed to the midfield for England. We have Conor Gallagher. We have Curtis Jones, Kobbie Mainoo. He has impressed. I'm not surprised he's part of the team. He has impressed. He has earned the spot, to be honest. Kobbie Mainoo, Declan Rice, Adam Wharton of Crystal Palace. I don't know who that guy is, sorry. In the forward line, we have Jude Bellingham, Gerard Bowen, Eberechi Eze, which was called, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Anthony Gordon, Harry Kane, James Maddison, Cole Palmer, Bukayo Saka, Ivan Toney, and Ollie Watkins. There is a lot of options in this England attack. A lot of options. Phil Foden, Saka, competition. Jack Grealish, Anthony Gordon, competition. Eberechi Eze is still there, competition. But will Eberechi Eze make the final squad? That's what I do not know. The boy has been impressive, but he does have the side of his game that cannot be that we tend to complain about from time to time. But then England has named their squad, and then we moved to the Netherlands, who I will not, like a lot of people are speaking about how the Netherlands are the dark horses in this competition. They have a very strong defense coming to this competition. They are the team that people should be looking out for because some of their players have stood out this season, the likes of Jeremy Frimpong, who has been... Do I need to say more? Let me just stop there. But going into the squad, the goalkeeper, Justin Belliot, Mark Flecken, Bob Van Bruggen, Nick Oji of Sparta Rotterdam. The defense, we have Nathan Ake, Daley Blind, Virgil van Dijk, Denzel Dumfries, Jeremy Frimpong, Gretuda, Matheus de Ligt, Len Master of Borussia Dortmund. That boy has had an amazing season. Mickey van der Ven, really fast defender. Stefan De Vrij. Look, I will not lie. This Netherlands defensive lineup, it's looking crazy. It's looking crazy. I won't lie. Right now, they pose like the best defense coming to this tournament. But then we go into the midfield. We have Ryan Gravenberch, Frankie de Jong, Tien Koopmania, Ranger. We have Martin De Bruyne, Gerard Schotten, Xavi Simons, Quinton Timbers, Joe Verman, and Wijnaldum. Surprisingly, Wijnaldum is still in the squad. He didn't have such an impressive season, but then experience has to come into play. So I'm not surprised that Wijnaldum is in the squad. So the forward, we have Steven Bergwijn, Brian Brøndby, who has been an amazing player for Ajax, one of their standout players. Not surprised that he's in the team. Memphis Depay, who is now a free agent as he and Atletico Madrid has parted ways. Cody Gakpo, Daniel Mellon, and Weghorst. Really good. I like the team, looking pretty impressive. How it's going to go, we don't know, but all we can say is it's not a bad selection. And then we move into the France national team. They are the biggest favorites to win the trophy as it stands. And yeah, this is their preliminary squad. We have Alfonso Areola, Mike Mignon, Vice Samba. Defense, we have Jonathan Klaus, Theo Hernandez, Ibrahim Konate, Jules Koundé, Ferland Mendy, Benjamin Pavard, William Saliba, Dayo Upamecano. I don't know that guy's name, Sha. But then you know the guy I'm talking about. It's a really strong defensive line. Going into the midfield, they have Eduardo Camavinga, Yusuf Fofana, Anthony Griezmann, N'Golo Kante, Adrien Rabiot, Tchouaméni, Zai Emery. And the forward, we have Brandel Beko, Coleman, Ousmane Dembele, Olivier Giroud, Vandel Kolo Muani, Kylian Mbappe, and Marcus Thuram. I'm surprised not to see Olise in this squad. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Olise plays for France. I'm surprised not to see Olise in this squad. France are stacked in the I think, yeah, the left wing of the field, with the likes of Mbappe, with the likes of Thuram, because Thuram can actually play left wing, with the likes of Kingsley Coleman. But when you talk about the right wing, though, they only have Usman Dembele. And I feel that you should have someone else aside from Usman Dembele. What if Usman Dembele gets injured? You want to adapt Coleman to both wings? Not that Coleman can't play there, but Olise would have been a better option than Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani did not have such a great season. Why is Kolo Muani in the team? He did not have such a great season. We shouldn't. I feel that the charm sometimes tend to favor Kolo Muani even when he's not playing well. And this is one of those things. That's why I feel Kolo Muani should not even be in that team, because he has not been playing well. Let's call a spade a spade. And then the likes of Olise, who has been doing so well for Crystal Palace, banging in goals, pushing the team forward, isn't in the team. It doesn't make any sense to me. But then these are the top dogs in the competition. Those are their preliminary teams. We cannot wait to see what happens. And then we move on to the Copa America, which is also happening simultaneously. Argentina has named their squad, their preliminary squad. It's a really good one. For the goalkeeper, we have Franco Armani, Rulli, and Emiliano Martinez, who surely is going to be number one. In the defense, we have Gonzalo Montiel, Nua Monila, really good player. Leandro Beladi, Christian Romero, Pazella, Lucas Martinez, Nicolas Otamendi, Lisandro Martinez, Marcos Acuna, Nicolas Tagliafico, and Valentin Bako of Brighton. He has had such a good season. Bako, he has had such a good season. So I'm not surprised he actually got the call up. In the midfield, we have Rodriguez, we have Lisandro Paredes, Alexis McAllister, Rodrigo De Paul, Palacios, who has been nothing but impressive for Bayer Leverkusen, Enzo Fernandez, and Giovanni Lo Celso. I am not really convinced about Lo Celso. He did not have such a good season. I don't know why he's here, but he's in the Premier League. It's not like he's the main thing for the Copa, though. In the forward, we have Angel Di Maria, Carboni, Lino Messi, Angel Correa, Alejandro Garnacho, Nicolas Gonzalez, Lisandro Martinez, Julian Alvarez. It's good to see Alejandro Garnacho in the team. He has earned it. He has played well for Manchester United. Not that he's been impressive game in, game out, but then he's not been so bad. He's had a pretty decent season. Even I wouldn't say the best season per se, but he has had a decent season. And then we move on to Brazil. One of also the favorites to win the Copa. We have Alisson at goal, and Anderson and Bento of Atletico Palmeiras. Defense, we have Marquinhos, Danilo, Eder Militao, Gabriel Magalhães, Aran. We have Young Contos, Lucas Beraldo, and Wendell of Porto. In the midfield, we have Lucas Paqueta, one of my favorite players. Bruno Guimaraes, another amazing player. Douglas Luiz, Andres Pereira, and Joe Gomez. In the forward, we have Vinicius Junior, Rafinha, Rodrigo Martinelli, Hendricks, Savio, and Eva Nelson. Really cool squad. I cannot wait for the Copa America to begin. Neither can I wait for the Euros. But who am I looking at to win the Euros this season? I'm going with the favorites, either France or England. These teams have shown consistency. England, I'm going with England because I feel that they've got the team that can do it. They've got the players in Harry Kane, in Saka, Foden, who, to be honest, have been amazing in the league. Is if they can bring that form to the big stage, which is the Euros. I don't know, but I feel that they are favorites to win. I also feel, and that will be my third favorite to win. My second will be Germany. Since the arrival of Nagelsmann, the team has changed. The way they played was different. They even beat France, who are my first favorites. They were quite impressive, having Toni Kroos in the midfield, bringing in the experience with Ilkay Gundogan and Florian Wirtz, who has been nothing short of amazing this season. They have a chance at winning these Euros. And the number one pick, just like they said, number one draft pick, would be France. That team is consistent. The players have stayed consistent. They understand what is at stake. They understand the game with the captain Kylian Mbappe, Griezmann, Giroud, Rabiot, and the rest. They understand what they need to do, Coman and the rest. So it will be hard beating France. Not that it's impossible, not that they cannot be knocked out, but I see them either they win it or they are second, one of the two, because they are that good a team. But then a great week of football. For the Copa America, I'm going with my Messi and Argentina. Great week of football. I enjoyed the week of football. And yeah, we cannot wait for the Euros and the Copa to begin.